Yeah, really. Oh, good evening, everyone.
Ooh.
I'll say right now, whoever's here is really lucky for us to be here tonight. Good evening, Aaron.
How are you, Matthew?
I'm doing better now that we're seem to be functioning on the internet here.
I'm literally waiting for your computer to just die, and then I'm going to be stuck here all by myself and not be able to bring anybody else in for the next hour.
You mean we have guests?
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting news.
It's a fun-filled evening.
It is. This is the May meeting, correct?
Yes.
Okay, May 2021. Very good. What's happening out on the trails, Aaron?
Cicadas.
Bingo.
I heard them for the first time yesterday. I was over at someone's house and I was like, "What's that noise?" And they were like, "Oh, those are the cicadas." But I haven't seen one yet.
Oh, they're around.
Okay. Well, I know they're around. I see everybody's pictures of them.
Yeah. Monty Jones is the epicenter, from my understanding.
The good thing is we don't have any rain, which is good and bad. But rain delays, right now. Don't forget to check out your trail reports.
Oh, yeah. How do you do that?
You go to your phone or your computer, which doesn't show up on my computer, and you can hit like Baker Creek Bike Park, Icy King Park, Concord.
Love it.
And look at that. It says open, go ride.
When was that updated?
7:56 this morning.
Wow. Hot dog. That's great.
Up early.
All right. Well, I'll say that trail updates will get more difficult as summer showers pop up, right? So everybody just needs to remember that scattered showers happen, and you are still should be a responsible trail user out there. If it just poured, might want to go take a walk on the Greenway.
Or you might want to text your friends because, like, I live in North Knoxville.
Yeah.
If it rains here, well, I can still go ride Sharps. But my friends that live in South Knoxville might not have gotten any rain.
You're right. We need to have some folks tell us about their trip reports. So if folks will start popping that in the chat box there, we'll hear about where all you've been riding. Aaron, did you take me for a ride at all this month?
I did not. You did. No, you didn't let me. Every time we went to do it, you said no. But I actually rode DuPont and Bent Creek.
Oh, sweet.
I saw my first black bear.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I tend to always see those at the Ocoee Whitewater Center. That seems to be where I see the bears.
Yeah, and my bear bell was in the car, so that made a lot of sense. Yeah.
Black bears aren't too bad. Very good. And we'll hear your report a little bit later about Aspire, because you went to Aspire yesterday too, right?
I did.
Awesome.
It was a lot of fun. Lots of fun people.
That's on our agenda tonight.
Mention it,
Let's bring in our weatherman and just see what.
If the sun's out, the guns are out. Is that what it is?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Boom.
Really?
Tight, guys. I don't know what happened this week. I had to borrow this shirt from my wife. It doesn't have sleeves. Yeah, it's been in the 90s, which is a little too hot for May for me. But last month I was talking about legitimate spring. I think we're moving into pretty legitimate summer already.
Yeah,
but
my beer was in the car, so that made a lot of sense.
Last night, and we're just gonna hope for the best. Rain's been a little bit lower than average, which has allowed me to ride a lot from home, and I appreciate it. And I want to thank Allie for the use of her shirt while it's still in the 90s. And happy trails, y'all.
Hey, thanks so much for the.
Borrow some of Ellen's shirts like that.
You know what? It's just not as warm over here on this side of the network. Island Home is hot, evidently. All right, so going from weather, we'll go into the recap of small projects. We had 4 different projects that we did last month. Worked with the folks at IMS on a number of invasive issues on the flow trail. You'll notice that in the curved bridge area, there is no longer any honeysuckle through that area. They did a cut treat method on that, and I know that team said, it was a different type of reward. On a normal trail day, when you get done, you walk out on the trail and it's fresh cut, beautiful dirt. Well, they had just obliterated honeysuckle everywhere, and they said it was a good feeling. So that was one thing that happened. Concord, Tony Robinson had a group out at Concord working. Appreciate all the hard work that Tony puts in out there at Concord. Clay Watson had a group at Hasty. And then as well, we had a group led by Sean McCann over at Sharps Ridge. All of those work days were sponsored by our friends over at Highwire Brewing over on Sevier Avenue. So the next time you're out and about, stop by and thank them for their contribution to keeping our trails in great shape and keeping us from getting parched. Aaron, we got some events coming up.
We have some events. We have a lot of bike racing here that you don't realize. Yeah. And so 526 over at Concord, you can race. 6-9, that's in June. IC Kings on the north side. And then 623 Haw Ridge. Get ready for that. Then we have Dirty Bird is having the Urban Wilderness System wide on the 5th to the 6th. Now, are they going to close anything, Matthew, or will you be able to go back and forth if you're not racing?
So the course will be marked, but there will be a number of racers on the course, both Saturday and Sunday. So look for course markings on, I think, late on Friday is what I've been told. And then I believe it's trail run on Saturday, and then the triathlon on Sunday. So that's Urban Wilderness, mostly South Loop.
Triathlon. Yeah, no. No. Go Nuts race at Baker Creek on Saturday, June 5th, with cross-country race. And then Sunday, there's the 2021 Enduro race. And then, it's not really a race, but it's a lot of fun. It's Big Fun Tuesdays. And that will be June 1st no, I lied. No, I didn't. Hold on.
You did.
Third Tuesdays, so June 1st and June 15th. Live music, food trucks, and you can figure out how to do all that stuff on do we have it on our events page and IAM's event page?
So it's a shared event on Facebook with IAMS.
Okay.
And then it is also on our just events calendar as well on the website. I think we posted our website in the comments, or we will, because all of our events are posted on our calendar. You may have to scroll to the next month. If you're on a mobile view, I think it's just sort of a list of what's going on. So yeah, on the Baker Creek race, I believe Baker Creek will have one route out, but most of the trails will be occupied with the race that weekend. So that's the Go Nuts event, the Enduro and the XC race. So lots going on that week.
Do either one of those, Matthew?
I will not be doing either one of those because I'll be at Big South Fork for National Trails Day, which is up on the agenda soon, but not quite yet.
I'm just hitting everything on the agenda all the way through.
All the way through. Not going to breathe. Marcy just popped a comment in that said that last Tuesday was big fun. Mm-hmm. I happen to agree with her. I believe the second Tuesdays or the third Tuesdays are my babysitting day. So I ride the first Tuesday. So I'll see everybody this first Tuesday in June. And if there are any weather-related issues, we'll pop that up on the Facebook event, not everywhere. So if it's raining, just know that we're going to push to the next one. So, Aaron, we've got something. Our guests this evening, this month, past presidents. Yeah.
I think it's like a Mount Rushmore type of thing. We should just get that happening now.
It is. It's
in a tree, maybe.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in our first club president, Randy Connor.
Woo! Hey, guys.
There. Look at this. I'm going to move him to the first panel.
All
because
right.
he's number one.
Where I belong.
Exactly. Randy, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Good. Tell us about what projects you're working on right now. Oh, no.
Nope. We
That
can't hear.
always happens. I didn't hear. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said, tell us what you got going on right now.
Oh, okay. Well, the biggest thing is the Aspire Park. We had the AMBC, CVTA, Sorba group ride out there yesterday. I had about 35, 36 people show up, and
Awesome.
we had a big time. If you don't know what's going on out there, the Hollingsworth Foundation is funding a park. Basically, it's going to end up with 18 miles of trail. It's going to have a restaurant, a bar with real beer, not fake beer. It's going to have meeting rooms. It's going to have pump track, asphalt jump line.
Randy, I saw that thing yesterday. That's not just a pump track, asphalt line. That thing is huge.
It's pretty cool. The pump track and the asphalt jump line have been built by Bello Solutions, which is probably the #1 pump track builder in the world. It's a Swiss company. If you're not familiar with them, and they are. I know working on Baker Creek, we were fumbling around figuring it out as we went. These guys are pros. They really get in there and knock it out. Currently, it's still under construction. There is a little over 11 miles of trail already built, and we rode most of that yesterday. A little aside, we had a ride, and then there were 6 of us that decided to go back up the ridge one more time and do one other downhill run. I got to the top, stopped and turned around and looked, and Valerie Naylor and I were the only ones that were not on e-bikes when we got up to the top.
What?
So, yeah, Aaron. Anyway,
I was in good company.
You were in good company. There have been a lot of different builders on this. One of the things that we've been lucky enough to be the prime contractor, and we have brought a lot of other folks in. Shaggy built 2 downhill runs, one off the north side, one off the south side. Valerie Naylor has built the most incredible rock line that you've ever seen. It is super cool. Depends on what direction you go. It's either black or double black, and it's for real black and double black. If you're not into that hardcore rock line, there are ride arounds for every single one of those tough sections. So when I was first looking at it and we were talking about it, one of the comments was, I can come and ride the rock line, and my wife can go ride the ride around. Well, if that's the way you want to do it, your wife may ride the rock line and you may ride the ride around. We don't know.
Yeah.
The trails are going to be rated from green to double black. There's going to be about a 10-foot packed gravel greenway trail that will go along the edge of the Clinch River. Oh, and I don't think I told everybody, this is located in Clinton. If you're familiar with Clinton, it is South Clinton. If you've ever been out Clinton Highway and seen the big green iron bridge, it's just south of that, about a quarter mile. It's about 250 acres that the Hollingsworth Foundation owns, and the balance of it, about the same amount of land, is on TVA land that they've been able to work out an agreement. So there's some exciting stuff as far as opening up trail building on TVA land that we've been able to do at Aspire that will help in other places like Loyston and some other places down the road that we had some issues on before. We've been able to work through those at Aspire and head them off so that they're actually sensible rules now. There's going to be a canoe and a kayak launch and rental. There's going to be, I think I said, the restaurant and bar.
With real beer.
What else? I think that's the gist of it.
Sounds incredible, Randy.
There's a lot of elevation, about like Baker Creek, close to 300 feet elevation from the lowest point to the highest point. So we've got some greenish to green blue downhills and green and blue XC runs. So
excellent.
It's going to be fun.
All right.
Any idea when it might open?
It's going to be, it's probably close to a year off. They don't want to open until they get all the building and all the infrastructure done. In the meantime, we need tires on the trails. So what we've been doing, we started this a few months ago with CVTA, is have a monthly ride. And that's the only time that's open to the public, is when we do the monthly guided ride. And we're going to keep doing that. We had one yesterday with AMBC and CVTA, and we'll do another one in June. There'll probably be, I'm going to guess, the third Sunday in June. We've been doing them on Sundays most of the time. So keep an eye out. We'll announce it on the AMBC page. And if you are on the Contour Trail page, it'll be on there. CVTA, any of our other Sorba clubs around, we want to invite them out. Upper Cumberland, Five Rivers, Tri-Cities, Nashville, Chattanooga. We'd love to have all you guys. So
awesome.
It's going to be a really cool place. And thanks to Joe Hollingsworth and the Hollingsworth Foundation for funding it. He's ponied up a lot of money for some really cool stuff just for us.
That's awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Randy, for the update on Aspire, and we'll post the dates for that ride that's going to come in June. And Randy, stick on in the bottom. I want to pull you back in here in a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's think here. And what do I got next on my list here? Oh, recap from Concord. You and I were at Concord at the roundabout property for the ribbon cutting of a new trailhead over there. So if you guys notice new signage for the Callaway Ridge Trailhead, feel free to use that new parking lot. It's graveled up and it's got great access to the Callaway Ridge trails. And at the same day, Commissioner Larson and Knox County Mayor presented a plan for some new greenway connections out there at Concord. So that's exciting to see some additional greenways going in out west. And we also presented our draft trail plan for the ballfield property. And, we've been working on that property for about 4 or 5 years now. And this plan, which is up on our website, is ready for anybody to comment on. And we're going to be presenting it this summer to the new incoming Parks Director. And we've already allocated funds for some building out there at Concord this fall. So we're really excited to be moving forward on some trail development at Concord. Then news and volunteer opportunities coming up June 4th through the 6th, National Trails Weekend at Big South Fork. Super fun time. We did not reserve the group campground this year, not necessarily on purpose, but regardless, make a reservation for yourself. There's a number of folks in the A loop, and then I know that if you're bringing up an RV or a camper, grab one of the loops with power.
I'll be in the B loop. What up, B-Loop?
B-Loop. I'll be heading up A-Loop. We're going to have a great campfire circle there. Anyway, all the details for that are on our events page. We'll do a work day Saturday morning, similar to what we normally do in town, 9 to noon. We'll work with the National Park Service and with Joe Cross up at Big South Fork. And then we'll have lunch provided by Joe Cross. Highwire's going to give us some provisions as well for quenching our thirst up there. And then there'll be some rides Saturday afternoon, and then again Sunday. We typically have a rather large ride. Some call it an epic ride. Always exciting, good times. Sorry, I got a plane going over. That is not a synchronous.
Have you already planned this ride?
So we haven't put the line on the map quite yet, but Aaron, maybe you should join us on Monday. Randy and I are going to do a little recon. Hey, I'll tell you what, we will likely not ride the riverbed all the way back up to the top like we did at Norris. So it won't be like that at all.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got the link to the event in the comments. Next, I'm going to bring up our second past president, second in line, Brian Hand, who's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on in Cott County with the Halls Top project. Neon Behan, where is he at? Look at that. Brian, thanks so much for being here tonight. We're gonna put you over here.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here.
Yep.
What's going on?
How much? Hanging out.
Cool.
Yeah, Brian Hand here. I have been working on a little project with some folks. I'm on the steering committee for a really exciting project over in Cott County. And it is in the Hartford area. Everybody, it's the last exit as you head towards North Carolina. It's Hartford exit. It is the closest national forest to Knoxville. Backcountry experience. It's a really big deal. And the Cott County Park received an ARC grant, the Appalachian Resource Commission Council, one of those acronyms, for a design of 40 to 50 miles of trail in the National Forest on nearly 9,000 acres of land.
What's going on behind you?
Hey, quit fiddling with the table.
Sorry.
All those noises are like echoing through the microphone.
Okay. So 40 to 50 miles of trail on 9,000 acres of land in the National Forest. The design charrette for that starts tomorrow, and there are there's a public component to that. Tomorrow, the public is invited to attend live or virtually, and we're trying to figure out how to get that link over to everyone here. But I believe Matthew will probably put it on Facebook at some point. It's really important.
Yeah, we'll link to it tonight.
Okay. So tomorrow, the public is invited from 8:30 to 5:30. So the first half of the day is a recap of the project. And then the second half of the day, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think they're going to unveil some concepts for the project. And then Wednesday is a working day for the folks on the steering committee. And then Thursday, the public is invited back the later half of the day or hour of the day from 4:30 or so to 5:30. Is that right, Matthew?
Yes, on Thursday.
So everybody, there's a design. The design in the NEPA process funded, which is a big undertaking to do a NEPA 40 to 50 miles of trail. Not only is the design and the NEPA funded, but our former Senator Lamar Alexander made the actual construction of the project a potential reality with basically a $6 million donation to build these trails. Now, I'm not sure, I haven't seen much of the concept. I'm sure $6 million will get us pretty far in regards to building out a trail system over there. So it's really important, I think, that everybody interested in Hartford, which should be all of us, because it's the closest national forest to our chapter, pay attention to the concept, really take a look at it, and when there's an opportunity to come, I think it's important, and I'll be there, but I'm definitely not the smartest guy in the room. So any input from smart chapter members and leaders is welcome, and it's going to be a really, really cool thing in our region. Think of purpose-built pickup, or the opportunity to start out with $6 million and a vision of 40 to 50 miles of trail. It's just it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for this region.
I think that's just the most important takeaway from that, is that this is a huge opportunity. And as soon as we get some more information from the Forest Service and the design team, I think lots of comments are going to need to get made, and just make sure that this is so.
Yeah, Matthew, if you could at some point put the meeting link up, or if anybody wants to come in person to the town of Newport to the Cotton Partnership during the portion of the highly stream in, check it out.
Excellent. All right. While you're here, Brian, I'm gonna go ahead and bring on another president, just because this is what we're doing tonight.
You're running out.
Oh no, we can get up. Where'd he go? All right, Wes just ghosted us. Wes was on the stream. He's in Maine right now, and he left. So he's back on. We're gonna add him in here. So it would be in this order here. I do believe. Oh no, this is not working.
It worked on your phone. Nope.
All right. So everybody, all former presidents and current presidents, thank you so much for your service to AMBC. Wes, got anything you want to say this evening?
No, I think you guys are doing a great job. I don't want to belabor the good news to everyone, so I'll just sit back and listen.
All right.
I'm excited to hear all the cool stuff, though. Aspire sounds like an awesome place. I've not been able to make it to one of the group rides up there yet, so I look forward to hopefully maybe next month I can make it up. And Hartford is a place that's got I've got a place in my heart for that area, so I'm excited to see what happens up there. Hopefully we can influence that in a positive way too. So anyway, that's all I got.
Excellent. All right, we lost Randy. It's close to my bedtime too. I don't know where Randy went, but all right, I'm booting Dan off of here. Thank you. Oh, Randy's back in. We'll just bring him on for the heck of it again. Everybody just stay for the rest of the meeting.
So Matthew.
Everybody stays. Everybody. But I'm going to mute you guys because everything's really loud. Mute. All right, Aaron, we got this, right?
Yes. So one of the things that I know a lot of people are asking, and I don't know if we talk about this in a board meeting or how we do this, but people want to meet together so they don't have to watch these shenanigans. Mm-hmm. What do we think about when we'll be able to talk about that and see when we'll be able to do that, maybe even down at Suttree Landing?
Yeah. So we've got some options. I've been in conversation with the proprietor of South Coast Pizza, our former meeting location, and Chris is back open, and I'm going to have a meeting with him this week to see how that's going, and meet also with a couple of our board members. And but yeah, I think that we have a great possibility of having an in-person meeting in June, whether that be out of doors, undercover, or indoors with the with some precautions. So yeah, we are certainly wanting to see everybody, and it was great to get a glimpse of that with Big Fun Tuesday. Outdoor crowds are great right now.
Because Mary Beth wants to hug everybody, so I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. So, well, I think we pretty much have wrapped up everything on the agenda. The only other thing I needed to say was that we are starting the planning process for William Hasty. We do, we made the acquisition of the 27 acres, and that design process is going to start soon, like as in June. And we look to have a plan for everybody to review on that later this summer, and we will start fundraising for that right after that. And we've already got a head start on it, and we're excited to tell you about some of the partners that we've already got on board for helping us fund the new trails at Hasty. So with that, I'm going to unmute all the former presidents, say one last thing if you'd like. But again, appreciate all you guys' hard work over the years. We'll see you in June.
Matthew, you didn't go to the questions and ask the people.
Oh,
You haven't asked the people what they want.
people, what do you want? Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, we have a bunch of goobers. Shaggy, i.e. Rich Kid, says thank you to all the past presidents. Very good.
Hey, buddy.
Lara Caraway mentions this was during Brian's talk about Hallstop. Hallstop is a great dream. Amanda Wilson is excited about Hallstop, that's for sure.
Crown.
Neon Beacon has a new name. It is Hammer Time Han.
Wayne's asking when we're going to get some more merch in.
Oh, that's a good question. We have a fresh batch of socks that just shipped in last month. So for your poison ivy and tick needs, hop on the website, and we've got some socks there. And we're working on an agreement right now with a company that's selling stuff over in Old Fort, North Carolina, Kitspo. So talking with them about some of their wares that they make by hand over there, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I think those are our comments.
Okay.
Marcy thanked Highwire, which is appropriate. They're doing a great service by keeping us our thirst. And this is serious. You need to go to this to our event for National Tree, and we hope to see you at Big South Fork.
Yes.
All right. That's what I got, folks. We'll see you in June.
Don't forget to support your local bike shops.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.